there.
Wow, look at Dr. Anthony. He used to have hair.
Yeah, look at him.
Lots of hair.
Was that actually you?
Yeah, that was I was a senior in high school.
Wow, you looked so athletic back then.
Well, I was then.
Rack, I think you're muted.
I was
friend.
too back then. Oh,
Yeah,
Rack, you are
Rack.
muted.
That's okay.
I was
Keep
just
him muted.
joshing. I said something about Doc's prom picture.
No, yeah, that was my prom picture with my dad. Yep. After a day of fishing.
I've got to go over to the YouTube page and log on to this.
I like
stream.
it when you do that, Ed. Then people can talk to you in chat.
Yep. Home.
Well,
Corn
Chris
Cat
did
Love.
another D&D thing, short.
You have a D&D short?
No, Chris made another one, it looks like.
Awesome.
Anyway,
oh my gosh, we got 12
we're gonna
likes
go
already.
We're going to
Everybody
go
give him
Cat
a
House.
like.
Hello, Cat House. We got Aquarium Domain. We got Shirley Roar. I'm the first one that matters because Cat House
Aw.
said first, and then Jeremy said, "Damn it, Cat House," and then Shirley said, "I'm the first one that matters." Then You's here. You, and there's Kreger again. I wasn't subscribed. Well, you were kind of gone for like a year. I haven't seen you in so long. I can't even remember the last time. Are you streaming? I wonder if you're unsubbed for me. Because you were streaming quite frequently there for a while, and then you just dropped off the face of the planet.
I haven't seen him pop lately.
No.
The stream for him.
Don and Sharon. Hi, Sharon. And there's Denny.
Oh my gosh, something we just said made my what's this? Athena? Not Athena. When you ask your telephone a question, what's that girl's name?
Alexa, Siri,
or
Alexa, or Siri. She just like started talking.
Depends on who you got. You got the 18. What is it?
I have
iPhone or the other one.
I have
but what does it go through?
Yeah, but what's your phone, Ed?
It goes through her Verizon.
What, Ed? What type of phone do you have?
Hello,
I have Samsungs.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, so it's
Alexa.
Alexa,
talk
Siri,
to me.
Call Whip.
Hi, Emma. Nancy B. Tennessee, Gills the Gardenator.
Did you see Athea's here?
Everybody. Huh?
Yeah, he just said hi to Athea.
She was one of the bodies I was looking for.
What?
Oh, yeah. I need to make a Craig. I need to add Craig to my body list.
Yeah, you do.
You want you to make him and make him into a Gundam model. So Ed, he said to go to Google and look up Gundam model kits.
Gundam style.
G-U-N-D-A-M. No, that's Gangnam,
like this?
Gangnam style. No.
Oh,
Gangnam.
Gangnam.
All right. So before we get too derailed, I have several topics I want to cover today. So we're gonna stay on topic this whole time.
Okay.
Reel them in, Whip.
We're gonna start off because Kitty had like 27 of them. So it's 3 people, 23 topics. So let me get to them and I will go over them real quick. Actually, it's probably easier on my phone. So let me get back over here where I can see your lovely faces. All right, so the first.
Hey, Dennis.
Good night, Dee Dee.
See you later,
Good night, Dee Dee.
Sweet dreams, sweet Dee Dee.
Gumby, you can't be what we can do today. Gumby, he can walk into any book with his pony pal Pokey too.
Corey Cat Love, #1 in the hype chat standings.
So
You got a heart, then Gumby's a part of you.
This was not Kitty's question, but it was, why does it seem as though we are seeing less YouTube fish streamers and less streams, fewer streams, I think is what he meant, than we had a year ago? And I think that's partially because YouTube has changed the way they do things. And people aren't making the money they were a year ago. And
So,
not the money they were making in 2020 when everybody was, hey, Janice.
so you're saying it's all about the money and not, it's all about the money,
For the
and not about just
YouTubers, yes.
talking about fish.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think for the people who want to make this, into a living,
Mhm.
that's not me. I'm not going to, this will never be like an income for me where
Yeah.
I can rely on it. But there are those who do. And it's really, what's the word? The disappointing isn't really the right word, but it's hard. It's hard for people to put the effort in when there's no payoff at the end. You know what I
The
mean?
juice isn't worth the, or yeah.
You're right.
isn't
The
worth
juice
the
ain't
Isn't
worth the
worth the
squeeze.
squeeze.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
That's an
you
awesome
put your heart
phrase.
and soul into this. It takes so much time, effort, money, energy, space. And
Yeah,
then you
I mean,
see
'cause
your
it-
group of the people who, the close friends. Your 300 closest friends are always there, but there's no growth. There's no new.
There's no
people coming
growth.
in.
And
Well,
there's no money. And if you're spending money to not make money, that is kind of silly. So,
and
when it's your job, I mean, if you're just doing it to do it, spend all the money you want. I spend a lot more money than I make because I just like, I don't care. Like I give away T-shirts and I give away stuff all the time, at my cost. It doesn't. I'm not making any money. I think I've sold like 3 shirts total.
Right.
and the fish hobby itself goes up and down, up and down. And during the pandemic, it was at a super high
Mhm.
because
Yep.
people couldn't go out and do stuff outside, so they could do fun stuff in the house. And fish is one of the things.
And
I mean,
fish stores were open because they were, you got to feed
necessity.
Essential.
pets. They were essential. They were
Essential.
essential business.
Yep.
Yeah. And but
Because
yeah,
of dogs and
was
cats and horses and stuff. Well,
Yep.
even fish, because you had to feed them too.
my channel. I had like 45,000 less people, but I was making probably 6 times as much money because people were
Hey,
all
Linda.
tuning in and having fun. And I'm not here for the money. I'm just here to have fun. I mean, the money is a nice perk. It helps feed your fish and stuff, or feed the cats. But yeah, that's and we are definitely on a down turn, because I mean, I see less people all the time also. And less people are just getting
People
bored
are
with
dropping
YouTube.
off. Yeah.
It just be
Yeah, I mean-
people are tired of Ed and going somewhere else.
Well, it wasn't just you though. I mean, that's how
I feel like it's the whole, even my fish store.
like Rico was so disappointed in watching his numbers drop, right? Because
Yeah.
in 2020 when he and I both started in early 2020,
Oh, yeah.
he rocketed up, because he's got that personality that draws you in. You want to you just want to listen to him. You want to be with him, and then when it crashed, he's like, well, people don't like me anymore. And I was like, no, it's just people are doing other things now. What are you doing?
They're able to get out of the house.
Yeah, keep it right there, Rack. That's a
Yeah, right there. That's a
look
good.
for you.
That's
Right
great.
there.
That's a good shot.
But and also the live streaming is 5% of the fish community does live streams.
Yeah.
So really, if you want to be successful in YouTube, you really need to just make videos that people will watch on their free time instead of live streaming, because live
Yeah,
streaming is
and-
such a niche.
And
But
that's
it's the
another
most
thing.
fun niche. So
I
that's
don't.
why
I
I'm
don't
here.
do that. I don't like doing like Doc, you'd probably be great at it. I hate doing educational stuff because for me, what works for me probably won't work for you. And my tanks are different. I have different water, I have different stocking, I have different size tanks, I have different everything's different. You can't equate what I do with what even the neighbor's doing because he might have guppies and I have cichlids and all the bioloads are different. Everything is different. So for what pisses me off a lot is when people say you got to do 20% water change every week. Well, how do you know? What are you basing that on? It should be based on your nitrate creep, and when you hit the threshold, whatever your threshold is, like say it's 20 parts per million, like that seems to be the standard, right? If you're saying 20 parts per million is your threshold, how long does it take you to get to 20 parts per million every time you do a water change? That's your schedule. That's how it should be done. But you got these idiots out there saying, "Oh no, you just do 20% every time." Meanwhile, your fish are producing 40 parts per million every week, and your nitrates are just going up and up and up and up and up.
So Aunt Donna and Uncle Bruce been watching both shows on Facebook. They said hi to me.
Hey,
that's awesome.
there they are, right there. We forgot to say hi to Uncle Bruce.
Yeah, I was going to say
I
something, but I forgot.
I was thinking about them as you were saying
Hi,
that.
Aunt Donna.
And unfortunately, Laura didn't come. Laura was going to be coming, but she got sick on the way down.
Just like you.
Maybe she had a little bit of mustard.
She did get sick.
Enormous burrito.
I was going to Pennsylvania. She was coming down here, but they ended up going back. But we were going to leave Mom here to hang out with Laura and Harley, and Dad decided to stay after all. So it was, I guess, lucky that Dad stayed.
Right.
So Mom wasn't by herself.
So Sharon says, I always learn something new on the good channels. That's why I watch and rewatch. Yeah, and I mean, like Jason and Joanna, they are very good at that. Even John and Lisa are pretty good at that. I'd say they're pretty. He's a better talker than he is a teacher, but I think he knows what he's doing. Doctor, you haven't streamed in forever, but I mean, you are full of knowledge. I know things. I just
streams,
but I don't want to be. I don't want to be the guy that's telling you how to do your job. That's just not my personality. I don't like doing it.
Dr. Anthony used to do a live stream while I was taking my mom to her physical therapy, and I used to love it because he was like, it felt like I was actually in a class learning about fish, and I really enjoyed those classes.
Maybe I'll teach a fish biology class online on YouTube.
What's his name? Professor Fish Tanks was also, but people like that talk over my head. I don't know that I even knew you were streaming back in the day, Doc. So I don't know if I even made it into one of your streams back when you were doing it.
At work. I think he did it.
If you were doing it there in the
day,
yeah, it was like 12 noon
that's
California time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no way.
It worked perfect for me. I would her therapy thing was right next to a Crystal's. So I would go in and get a Crystal shake and some cheesy fries and then go enjoy his show in the car.
So Sue Ann says, I've always found that lives to be more about hanging out with like-minded people rather than trying to learn. If I happen to have a question, hopefully someone can answer, can help. Right. And hopefully that, the host will see the question. Or if not, hopefully somebody in the chat will be able to answer you. But
a lot of times
you gotta
that
be careful.
happens. Yeah.
Yeah. You just got to be careful who you're listening to.
Yeah. You can hear the right answer and the wrong answer in the same chat.
Right. Yeah.
Multiple
ways.
A lot of different answers because there's more a lot of ways to skin a cat.
I don't mind trying something I've never tried before. I don't want my fish to have to suffer because of it. But I'm not a big fan of getting a high five at the fish club because I'm repeating what everybody else has done.
Hey,
I like to take a risk every now and then. I just have to vet the idea and make sure it won't be harmful to the fish in the event a catastrophic result occurs.
Dee Dee says, if you think about it, I've watched some of these people streaming weekly for 6 years now. That's a lot of time to devote to a stream.
Big investment.
That's for sure. That is for sure.
Thank you, Dee Dee. She's been a supporter of mine for those years, and I've really appreciated it a lot, Dee Dee. You're awesome.
Emma says there's
She
a
really
cycle
is.
of keepers. The average fish keeper lasts about 6 to 18 months in the hobby. I wish I knew how to help keep people in the hobby. Right, and that's kind of John and Lisa's, well, mostly John's. That's not fair. John and Lisa's mission is to keep people in. I mean, that's the whole purpose of the website, keep fish keeping.
And
So
I think a big part of that is we don't have as many mom and pop stores anymore. You know, people are getting their information from big box stores that just care about making sales. And it calls the box stores, they make you think that you're saving a lot of money, and you're ended up spending tons of money, and then they have failure, and they're like, this hobby isn't worth it to me, and they quit. So,
and they're getting right, and even back in the day, look, I mean, I was one of them, so I know this is true. Pet stores don't really give two rats' asses about who they're picking up. You know, they just want a body in there to sell their stuff. So they'll pick up a kid looking to make money for gas who doesn't know anything about fish, selling fish, and you're going in there asking this kid, you know, what do I do? He's like, I don't know. He'll just either make something up or just tell you flat out he doesn't know. And
well, yeah, we actually have a mom and pop store here in Chattanooga that gives bonuses to kids for selling the sick fish.
Oh,
If they notice a saltwater sick fish, they'll tell them that they'll give them a bonus if they can get rid of the fish before it dies. And that's why I don't go to a particular store in Chattanooga. I don't
And
want to
what's it
get sued,
called?
so I'm not going to
What's it
say their
called?
name.
what's it called?
It's not a square,
Circle,
and it's not a circle or a square.
triangle.
Yeah, maybe. And it would be, where would that thing be in the, like, the Gulf or the Caribbean area?
Circle, ocean.
no, triangle,
Ocean?
the Bermuda.
Bermuda
Maybe
Triangle.
maybe it's a store named something like that.
So Skibbity Doodah says LRB Aquatics makes an effort to answer every question I respect that. Yeah, I mean, if you ask me directly, I will answer you. I'm just not out to educate you because I don't know what your water parameters are. I don't know any of that stuff. So I could be steering you right down into the toilet, you know, for all I know.
Oh, what's the LRB question?
No, it's not a question. It's just he says that LRB makes an effort to answer every question.
Yeah. I like LRB
unless
a
it's a
lot.
biology fact, I'm always what works for me is right. I love mom and pop fish places so much that I've worked for one for years.
Oh, that's
Kreger
awesome.
says,
What one?
yeah,
We should give them a promotion.
I don't even
or
know which
promote 'em.
region you're out of, Emma. Are you East Coast?
I love
West Coast?
Aquatic Aesthetics, the place to
Yeah,
go
there you
in
go.
Chattanooga.
And now
Kreger
we're
says,
from our
seeing
not
Lucas on
sponsor.
TikTok was nice to see him do a walk around and more. Him stream, it was his stream was amazing.
Tulsa,
That's
Oklahoma.
one guy I've never followed. Him, and it's nothing personal. He seems like a nice guy. I've talked to him a couple times in person, but the tanks he keeps is not the way I keep my tanks, so I don't know how well it would translate. Father Fish,
I get it.
you know, he's kind of the same way where I don't keep my fish like that, so I don't really watch or listen to what he seems like a nice guy too. I've been on streams with him on the stream, and he's always been very pleasant. So I have nothing against the man personally. I just don't keep my tanks like that because he's keeping a lot of littler, smaller fish. I'm like, what do you do when your fish likes to put all the substrate on the left side of the tank?
Yeah, you definitely with your big cichlids, you couldn't do a dirted tank at all.
No, so
you're gonna need a 3-to-1 ratio on the right side of that tank, Whip.
Whip, I don't know. I feel it's a niche thing. You either can relate or not. You're probably right. I'm just not a teacher. I never have been, never will be. So he jumped back to his actual Skippity Doo channel. People on YouTube, people go on YouTube and get absolutely crushed when they ask, not YouTube so much. I don't see that on YouTube as much as I do on, they were just talking about this. And I personally don't see it because I don't usually read the comments. So maybe that's why I'm disagreeing with you. People are people, and
People are people.
I struggle with people.
Well,
so, but you're right. On Facebook, I've heard that a lot, where they just
people suck.
Yeah, right. I was trying not to say that, but yes, that's basically my opinion on most people. Killer triangle.
And that's another reason why a lot of people quit doing YouTube is if you can't handle somebody being mean, this is not the place to be, because there's always going to be people that are going to heckle and be mean to you. And like with me, I just don't care. Yeah, I appreciate the comments. So if you're going to heckle me,
I don't care what you say,
happy.
just say something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sue Ann says she's been told 3 different times by local fish stores that she has too much experience to hire, which means she thinks it means too much education and opinion. And that's probably not wrong either, because they have a narrative they want you to go through.
They've got a product.
Your narrative isn't the same as their narrative.
Push.
Yeah. I can see that being a thing. Nathan says, I made that mistake with my electric blue Acara. I put them in a planted tank.
Or plain tank. I bet a plain tank. Like a tank with no leak.
A plant of tank. Planted tank that had
a planted tank.
Aquasoil. Yeah. Aquasoil that under gravel. Oh man. Yeah, you really shouldn't use under gravel with cichlids. It's just not a good idea.
Yeah.
He's like fish Jesus. Yeah, that's not the first time I've heard that reference. And he seems like such a good dude. I mean, every time I've talked to him, he's always been very, very friendly. And I just wish, I mean, if I were to keep fish like he does, I suppose I'd be more interested. Him and Alex. Alex is a super cool dude too, but I can't follow what he's saying half the time. He's talking over my head.
I'm going to show you how I had a tank with our earth eaters.
Geophagus.
Oh my gosh. Geophagus, thank you. And so this is how I had to plant my plants. I mean, now I have rainbows in there. But
I love that plant thread. I love it.
Thank you. I actually have a second one I'm about to put in. But
same tank?
Yeah, it's a big tank. It's the 200 I'm looking at right now. I just took this picture 2 seconds ago. But that's how I grow my plants.
I'm asking if you're going to put the same decor.
That's great decor. Are you guys familiar with Rodin, the thinker?
No, Rodin.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, that's it, Ed. So I had a small statue of the thinker in my aquarium, and the first person who saw it said, "Why do you have a guy on the can in your aquarium?" So I got rid of it.
He's naked, so he's about to just jump in the shower. He probably doesn't have any toilet paper.
Yeah,
he's like,
I
didn't think this through.
In my mind, man, this is great. You love to sit and contemplate at your aquarium, and life's problems are resolved. And the first guy who saw it said, "Why you got a guy on the can in your aquarium?"
And Skibbity Doo said he meant Facebook. Okay, that's what I've heard. I've heard that a lot. That Facebook, they tend to go after people.
Oh yeah, they're hoodlums over there.
Yeah, but see, I never read the comments, so I don't see that crap. So I guess that's on me.
Yeah, the fish police. I think we, as a small group that know each other, we've got them under control. They're like fleas. Just go away. We don't.
Yeah, and really, I mean, if you guys disagree with anything we have to say, we're not going to jump your ass or anything. I mean, we're allowed to have opinions that differ from each other. I mean, that's what makes us people, right? Just don't be a jerk about it. That's all. Emma says, in college, I even wrote an instructional manual on how to set up an aquarium and the biology of the nitrogen cycle.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, nice job.
Yeah, I like that cross hybridization.
You know who's I just learned class. Anna Banana is a smart cookie. She's a geneticist or something. She said on Foxy's stream today. She's one of them smart people.
Can't stand them. Can't stand them.
I like what Craig just
one
said.
Of them
most of us
educated
can't afford. Craig just said most of us can't afford to work at a pet store to pay our bills. And that's so true. I always thought I would love, once I retired, I would love to work in a pet store. But now my back is so sore I couldn't handle standing even in a stupid thing. And I'd have to pick up the 50-pound bags of gravel and all that other stuff. My back just can't handle it. So when you're in high school, all you kids, or if you got grandkids or a parent, tell them to get into the fish store before it's too late. They'll learn so much.
Yeah. Alex is, I really dig Alex as a person. I mean, when he's just riffing, he seems like a good dude too. But boy, he can get deep in the weeds on me. And I'm like, I don't know you've completely lost me. I have no idea what you're talking about anymore. Most of us couldn't afford to work at the pet shop.
That's what I was just saying.
Ours pays, is that the one you just read?
Yeah. I didn't read it word for word, but word.
Good morning, Whip and everybody. Hey, Mickham, one thing some forget or aren't aware of is the fact a hard water tank is another thing than soft water tank when it comes to chemistry and maintenance. Well, that's what I was saying earlier. I mean,
see you later, Jeff.
Water is so different, from even
Jeff.
Side. Which Jeff? Kane? Hi, Jeff.
Yeah.
He was tired of hearing me rant.
It's all right. It's good to rant.
Facebook, what's that? Yeah.
Craig has amazing cichlid tank.
I mean, we probably could talk about this all night, but let me move on to the next question.
Since you have 23 questions.
That was pretty good, Whip. That was a good topic.
That's awesome.
I like that one. Yeah.
I always ask people for questions, and I don't hardly ever get them. So that's awesome.
Well, I got these. I asked them 3 days ago, so I've had some time for it to marinate.
It's fun to do at your age, Whip. You're at the
I
age
got
where you
the thing in the way. I can't get it out of the way. What the heck's going on here?
Man, I hate when my thing gets in the way.
Microwave everything.
It's just a life choice or a life. Never mind.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
I was trying to be clever and it didn't work. Sometimes it doesn't.
There it goes. I had like this ad over the whole thing.
Hey, Jorge's here.
Hey, Jorge.
I was on his show
Project
last night. For those of you who didn't bother to show up and watch me.
Oh, I did it
yesterday.
Yeah.
Dang it!
Oh,
well, now I got to
replay that one.
Hey, Lance. Sleeper Barbecue Grills to Gills is here.
When were you on last night? Was it super late?
No, it was well, my
Here.
time was 7 o'clock, so it was 9 o'clock your time.
Yeah, I was in bed.
We'll reenact it.
There's Mexicali and the Doc with
Hey,
my
Doc,
Tony
Ant,
head.
how are you doing? I'm swell.
Gosh, I hate I
No.
missed it. It
What's
looks
your favorite
exciting.
food? Spaghetti.
It was Olo, ¿cómo está? Todo bien.
Projects you guys want to work
Vampiro.
on this year. What projects do we got going on this year?
Mm.
Now that's going to vary quite a bit between us because one of us isn't even really a fish keeper anymore.
Who's that?
You.
I've got a 5,000-gallon koi pond and 4 aquariums with breeding projects going right now, Webb.
Oh, I
And a
apologize.
He
secret
does.
project
His
on the
pond-
shelf. I can't wait to reveal.
I know you have the
On
pond.
your
I know
stream.
you had the pond. The
That's
pond and
right.
Pond
stream,
is
which you didn't even
beyond
go through
beautiful.
modern design to do.
I did. I
Yeah,
went
his is
straight
amazing.
through them.
Yeah.
He set it up so birds can drink from the water fountain or
Yes.
the waterfall. It's
Yes.
really
But
neat.
that's a project you already did. What are we
Yeah,
looking
no,
to
I
do
got one.
moving
I
forward?
got a secret one I'm going to reveal tonight.
Oh, I like secrets. Hit us. Oh, shit.
You want
That
me
is
to go
my idea.
first?
Hello?
Yeah, go first, Rack.
I got
Yeah,
a
go first.
20-gallon long aquarium and one of those fancy egg extractors. You know, they put some moss over this little thing with the air line connected to it. The eggs drop, and then they get shifted over to a egg incubator outside the tank that overflows so it has clean water. And I'm
All the
going to
time,
put multiple species of egg scatterers in this 20-gallon long planted tank, deep substrate planted, and see. I'm thinking, don't know. I'm going to find out if multiple species will use the same egg collector to bring several different species of eggs out of the tank to rear at the same time. So multiple species, simultaneous egg laying breeding project in a 20-gallon long. And so that's pretty big. Okay. Hypothesis number 1. Number 2, I'm going to include some automation that will draw water out of the tank on a timer and spread it to at least 3 different bonsai trees under the tank being watered with fish water. So my water changes will be reduced to top offs because I'm going to automatically remove the water and I'm just going to have to top it back off.
Hey, Sleep.
And I'm going to see if in the past that experiment has ended up, because I didn't do it like daily. It's going to be like microdosing. Maybe several times a week, maybe daily, that water's coming out. In the past, when I did it, the water was too rich, too high in nitrates and ammonia, and it was damaging to the plants. So I'm going to try this time with cleaner water, changing it more frequently to see how the plants react. So that's a huge project just for fun. I don't know the answers. It's probably been done before. I haven't researched, haven't read any papers. I'm just going to do my own thing with a 20-gallon tank.
Jesus.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, I'd love to have some wild guppies in there from the mouth of the Amazon.
I'm trying, okay? I'm trying.
Oh, Doc. There you are.
Hey, I'm the new guppy person. Ed was the guppy person who never sent anything. Now I'm that person.
Yeah, I don't want to pay $1,500 for shipping or anything.
What
like
comes
that.
around goes around, I guess.
That's me. That's what I got.
But it just sticks. It just gets to you, and then it doesn't go away. It just, but Doctor, I'm still happy to send you some if you want them when you're ready.
Now he's got some Moscow blues that he can. He's just itching to give away.
Well, Dr. Anthony, do you want to go next?
Yeah,
Sure.
I'll take a break.
I'm, finishing my fish room and then setting up all the tanks with a lot of saltwater fish from anabantoids from Southeast Asia, the licorice gouramis, maybe a tank of Batis. I want to get some. Now I forgot the name.
Samurais?
No, I
Samurais
have
are
some.
really
No, I have some. Well, I have chocolate rummies right now. Some. Chingado. Sorry for those who speak Spanish. They're a sucker
It's
from.
okay.
They're a sucker from China. No, you know, a kind of. They kind of look like UFOs.
Oh, like the
Hill streams?
kind of like
Hill streams, yes.
Hill stream loach.
Hill stream loach tank, yeah. Man,
I would like to do that too.
try my hand at some more breeding of stuff.
Now, the hill stream loaches, they can handle cooler water too.
Yeah, that's the problem I have in my fish room, that it's going to be warm. So I have them at the very bottom. The tank is at the bottom of the rack, but you know, this room, it's going to be kept at about 81 degrees. So I'm hoping that the bottom.
Do you think if you put Gadaids in with hill stream loaches, would the Gadaids eat all the hill stream loaches' eggs?
Well, I don't think the Gadaids could handle the current.
Oh, good.
I'm putting a current in this thing. You know, there's a power head going to be flowing like a river, flowing like a river.
I need to get another 40 long and just do a hill stream loach stream and try to breed them in that, because I love my 40 long.
Yes, I did, Jeremy. But I said, oh, not the da. Oh.
Are y'all done, Doc Ant?
That's it.
Well, I'm got
that's all I'm doing.
Rex 55-gallon fish tank against this wall right here, and I've set it up to start planting it, and it's going to turn into a Gadaid tank. And I'm taking them out of my fish room because the fish room is always pretty warm, and I'm going to hope that maybe they'll breed more in a cooler environment. So, and I'm just going to grow vour in there and just have some really tall plants and just let them have fun. And if this group is too old, because they are almost 6 years old, they've basically I got too many in a 20 long, so they might just eat all their fry because they don't have many fry how it is. But yeah, I'll move them into the 55 with plants.
You mean 75?
That should be good. I have a 75. I use your 75 as a grow out tank.
I didn't give you a 55.
Oh, you gave me a 55 and a 75.
I don't remember having
your
a 55.
loach.
Might have been a
your
65.
loach was in your 55, and it was against your wall when you walked through your door, and then you would look left. Your 55 was right there, and you had like lights that were stuck to the top around the side of it. Does that help? But it was where your big loach was. And then I put 55. That loach.
I had a 40 and a 65 and a 75.
No, I didn't get the 40, but I got a 75 and a 55 from you, and I really appreciate it. Well, I put the loach into my 120 tank, and he hadn't, I think, been with anybody for a long time, and he like just started devouring shrimp.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
He ate every shrimp, and I think he ate so many he died.
I told him, I said, if you don't straighten up, I'm going to ship you to Chattanooga. And he said, don't threaten me with a good time.
Well, he was really happy, I think, until he passed away. He was a big fatty.
Is it a standard 55 you're going to put the Gadaids in?
Yep.
They should be very happy in that.
Yeah, I think it'll be cool. And I don't know, I'm just rearranging fish in the fish room. I'm trying to get rid of the fish tanks on the lower levels that are like planted tanks and try to move them to the
big Steve
upper tanks. So I just have bare bottom ones so I can drop fry in and then just easily scoop them out when they grow. I used to keep fry on the very top to give them a little bit more temperature to grow quicker, but I just can't handle bending over and doing maintenance to those tanks on the bottom.
Man,
So,
you ain't
50
lying
low
about
boy.
that.
Awesome.
I'm surprised
So-
that Doc is going to be having low tanks because that sucks.
If I would have done it over, I would have just went with 2 tiers of tanks, and I would have lowered my top one a foot and then lowered my middle one a foot and then just had them more
I
convenient.
think waist high is about as low as I want to go anymore. Like I could,
Yeah.
like this is good, and then you can go if you want to do a second tier, maybe that high. But I'm not. I'd rather be on my toes doing stuff than crawling around on the ground.
Imagine
I have
us
to-
normal people.
I have to have an electric pump just to pump the water out because the
Yeah,
trash cans
I
are
definitely
higher.
need a pump and a trash can.
Yep.
Hey Ed, this comment posted here is pretty sweet.
Oh, what's it say? Use a 50 for your Hillstream loaches with a power head.
A
Can
low
live
boy.
high and or with a. Did I say low boy?
Yeah.
Let's see what a 50 low boy looks like
You
because
know,
I've
that
got
made
one
me
right
think
here.
I
about
love low boys.
the 50 low boy tub. The
It's a 20
Rubbermaid
by-
tub.
It's 48 by 28 by like 8 inches tall.
You could do one of the
Oh,
Rubbermaid
wow.
tubs, Ed, with the stream in
It
the
looks-
middle.
it
and
looks
marginal
exactly
plants
like
on the
that.
sides.
Look at
I
that.
think it would be perfect.
And it's not out of the range of paying for it.
How much
Oh,
is
are
it?
we live?
7,000.
Yeah, we're live.
It's $170.
Oh yeah, do it.
I can. That's actually in my wheelhouse to afford.
Get 3
There
of
you
them.
go. Way to go, you. You coming through. Give him a medal. Make him
Yeah.
a special medal, Ed.
I used to do that.
I
you know
know.
what? I could actually fit this on a shelf.
That's random. I need me a soft pretzel.
Thanks for weighing in and try the beer cheese while you're here.
You know, this is basically a 40. This is what the 40 low is, but it doesn't go 2 feet back.
That's your
I think-
huckleberry, Ed.
What's that? What's my huckleberry?
That size tank for your Hillstream project.
I'm not for sure where I'd put it.
Hmm.
I'll have to
Kids are jerks.
maybe. I'm gonna be taking the tubs
Random comment.
out of the secondary fish room, and I'm gonna turn that into an action figure workshop for me, and make a little city so I can make videos.
You
But
need
maybe I
that.
could put the Hillstream Loach tank in that room
Be
because it
fun.
won't. I wouldn't have to keep it heated.
Are they a cold water fish?
Yes.
I believe so. What's
Yeah.
is it?
Oh yeah,
like-
10.
Is
Ugh.
it 64 to 75 or something?
Yeah,
or-
they're probably in the low 60s, mid,
Yeah.
no, low 70s, mid 60s.
Room temp.
No, it's definitely
Yeah.
not a 55 on its side. No. It's
That would work, though.
It's basically the same size as like a 150 high or a 120 high. It's 4x2, so it's 48 by 28, and then it's 10 inches tall. Jorge gave you the dimensions. That's exactly what it is.
That would be a really neat one. It's almost so short though, because I want to put gravel on the bottom so they can like do their thing. That'd be a
So-
good Shelly tank too.
Doc and Janice were talking like you said
Yeah.
you keep your fisherman 81, and she's like,
Yeah.
man, that would cost me a fortune.
Yeah.
Just the fish room, but her fish are scattered throughout the house, so that would make it tough.
I'd hate to live in an 81-degree house though.
Yeah, that would not be fun.
I sweat going into the fish room and just walking around.
Webb, what's
What's
your
that mean?
project?
Yeah,
My project is kind of multi-tiered. I have to I have a 90-gallon tank that's going to replace this guy right here, right? Come on, point the right direction. You can do this. I'm going to take all those fish out of there. I'm going to put it's a mixed bag right now, which I freaking hate. I'm going to take the South Americans and put them over in the 120. I'm going to take the Asian fish. I want to do fish based on continent, basically. Although it's a little bit screwed up because I'm going to separate South America, Central America, even though it's all one continent. I'm going to put the Asian fish over there in my 150. And then I have to move.
Are you going to have a North American tank?
That's eventually what this is going to be a 90, and that's what that's going to be is a North American tank. But the problem is I have a red tear that I bought a year ago. I don't want it in with the South Americans, and I don't think it'll get along with the Jaguar, the Meneguense. So
do you think it would get along with my Red Devil?
I don't know.
I could just give you my Red
Central
Devil.
American fish are so weird.
They can be highly aggressive.
Yeah. And I'm afraid to even move the convicts in with the Jaguars. And they usually can hold their own, but that's the plan. And then I need to get the grow out / hospital / quarantine room cleaned out, because right now I have a room that's 5 by 8 or 9 that has all my extra stuff, stuff that fish keepers hold on to for no apparent reason whatsoever because they might need it 13 years down the road.
We are hoarders, that's for sure.
And so
Air bubble
if I can
treasure
clean that out,
chest and such.
I've got all these tanks right here that I need to go in there, and I can just start growing stuff out. But that's my goal for this year. I gotta move stuff around. It's mostly just moving stuff around, but I'm one of those guys that likes to put off what I can do today for tomorrow. So, and then tomorrow never comes. Yes. So
brother.
that is a thing with me. I know it. I recognize it. I just haven't been able to fix it.
Hey, what happened to your leaking aquarium?
That's the 150 that the Asian tank is going to, that will be my Asian tank. And I'm just going to caulk the hell out of it. Or not caulk, but, put the sealant in there.
Just repair it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to repair it. It's just a matter of doing it. And like I said, I look at it, I say I should do that. And then I say, oh, I'll do it.
There's a goldfish question. We've got Rack. Rack is a competitive goldfish guy.
Was it a goldfish question? Was it Jenny? Because she said she put hers in with her hill stream.
It's the very bottom one.
Oh, well, I'm way. Oh, Danny V.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just remember, we're going to get
Emma,
to you while we have Rack here.
I need advice. I really want fancy ranchu. Is that right? Ranchu?
Ranchu,
goldfish,
yes.
But I know they're social, so I plan on getting 2. The biggest tank I have is a 30. That's not going to be big enough. But I want to go 40 breeder. Do you think that's big enough?
Well, it depends on what race of Ranchu you've got.
Yeah, because I've seen Ranchu get
they
pretty
hybridize
big.
Those guys so much you don't know what you're getting.
Good night, Danny. Good to see you, buddy.
Night, Dennis.
Danny.
I would say this.
Danny.
Corey Cat Love. Don't introduce those fish into an aquarium thinking if they get too large, I'll get a bigger aquarium. Find out how big you think you're going to get and get the aquarium that's going to house them comfortably, in your opinion. And there will always be fish police that say you need 1.5 acres per goldfish.
Yeah, don't do that. But I mean, they do get pretty. I had one that was pretty big and thick. I mean, it wasn't like it was a comet, where it was just long and skinny. That thing had some girth on it.
Yeah, well, I had one of Rex for a couple of years, and he was a big fatty, and he really, I mean, I had to do almost 50% tank water changes for that guy.
I had 3. I started with 3. I may have ended with 5 and a 75-gallon. And those fancy
I've
tailed
lost the internet like
goldfish,
27
they
times.
don't cover a lot of ground. They're not a koi. They spend a lot of energy to go a short distance. So you don't have to overkill. Just you don't want them cramped either.
But they're not aggressive with each other. But boy, oh boy, I thought I could put goldfish in with regular fish. Like, I know you're not supposed to. Well, I didn't know that at the time because that was 30 years ago. But I bought this ranchu, and he ate every tiny fish in the tank that I had. Like all the neons, all the guppies, he ate everything. And I'm like, holy cow, who thinks of a goldfish as being super aggressive like that?
Well, see, they're not predatory fish. They're just curious. And if it will fit in their mouth, it will be in their mouth.
Well,
And
for sure.
Now,
Every
how do
one of
they
them.
do it? Do they lunge quick? Do they suck water through and pull them in that way?
I
How do they
imagine
eat
that
them?
is quite a suction. Their mouth is so big.
And they probably are so slow. They're like, this guy can't bother me.
So that's a
And
lot
they
of
get
vague
sucked up.
information, but I hope it helps Corey.
That's what we're known for, vague
Yeah,
information.
at least you're
Like,
more
that's
confused.
why I don't teach.
Facts, who needs
Well,
facts? Vague information.
Hey, I
What
do
type
have
of
some great
filtration would
videos
you
on the
put on
Pond
that?
Life channel. Pond Life TN, if you search on YouTube, it'll come up. Beautiful live plants with large goldfish. That was something the Fish Club, YouTube. Now, you can't put plants in with the goldfish. I did it and had a great time, and they were beautiful plants too. You can't ignore them. If they start digging a plant out, you think, hey, I need to make a change here. Or if they're actually consuming a plant, hey, that's not the plant. But I figured out some plants that look great with big goldfish. Don't be afraid of trying a plant. Also,
This is
don't try a
Hillstream
plant
Loach.
that you're
that I lose.
afraid to
So now I have to
lose.
wait here for a minute because I lost it. Oh, there we are. Zenny is replying to Beto. This is Hillstream Loach conversation. She keeps her bedroom at 66, 68. I wish I had. That's what we do now. I don't keep fish in my bedroom, but that is perfect temperature. That has nothing to do with nothing, but I just wanted to bring that up. I can't believe all these years I've slept in a hot box, and then my wife and I we got hit with like a $300 electric bill, and we're like, oh, we got to do something. And so we turned the heat down, and I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. Do you do that on purpose, Eddie, or do you do that for the fish? Because I do it on purpose now. Dang, that's an awesome room. Yep, my idea too, but I worry about evaporation. What are we talking about? No lid?
Put a fan on top of the tank,
Oh, that would
the
definitely cause
Hillstream Loach
evaporation.
tank, to bring down the temperature. But then I worry about evaporation.
Yeah.
So
Can you put too much current in that tank with the Hillstream Loaches? If I went with that 50 low boy and I used that big canister filter that Rat gave me that's like for a little pond, it says it pushes like
Hey, Sean.
1,000 gallons per hour.
It'll be fine, Ed. Put
Robert,
some large
hello,
rocks
hello.
in there to
Good to
create
see you,
eddies
sir.
and let the fish decide.
Okay. Well, that's cool, man. I think I'm going to use that big pump for that. I'll put it on one side. I'll probably do something that will disperse the water so it goes straight across, so it's not
diffuse or
just one
something, yeah.
blast. And then let it go across and have the suction on the other side and just spin it,
That's cool, Don and Sharon.
It's mostly just Sharon, just so you know. I think Don steps in every now and again, but You can correct me if I'm wrong there, Sharon, but I believe I heard you say that somewhere.
It's mostly
on
Sharon.
somebody's channel. Yeah, it's mostly Sharon.
Sharon, the builder of my pond, also offered models with recreational.
Well,
opportunity.
Aquarium Domain Jeremy is like a $300 electric bill. That's a dream. Well, yeah, but you have more water in one tank than I have in my entire room. My whole fish room doesn't have 4,500 gallons, and you got it in one tank.
Jeremy's like, that's easy, man. $300.
Right? What pool?
What do you
gotta
fill-
understand?
what do you feed
What pool over here?
Millstream loaches.
They're algae. They're algae eaters. So you have to have good light to grow algae on the rocks.
Okay,
And they'll eat.
Will they eat brine shrimp?
Well, I had them in the window, so I was
Nah.
getting algae on the glass.
I would say they would, eat an occasional blackworm, bloodworm if it's in the water, but they're primary herbivorous.
Okay. Well, what about algae pellets?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you
Well,
could,
then,
there's these the Chinese minnows that are actually nice colored, color up really nice, that are found in the same environment too.
and they like the hard water or the fast current.
Yeah, they're stream fish. Yeah.
Oh,
500.
What, are
Well,
they in the
my wife would
pet
kill me if
trade?
they-
Chinese minnow.
Yeah. Zaco, ZACO is one of the genera of these fish. We have them here at the wet spot here in Portland. So
Cool. Very nice.
I don't know if
Are
you
they
saw the comment
ZAKK
rack, but
ZACCO.
I think so.
Asia said that they had somebody
Yes.
talking. I can't find it.
Look at how pretty this one is.
Yeah. There's
It's
some
not showing the
in
color.
another. There's some in another genus that actually is a little bit more colorful and longer fins.
I just noticed if I turn it at the side, you can see the better color from the photos and straight
Yeah.
on.
Whip, were you talking about the comment about the fish and the plants in the pool?
Yeah, she said that she had a speaker come into the. But now I can't even find it. It's weird. It's gone.
I did see it. I was mentioning that my pond builder builds a recreational pond for koi that is safe for humans to swim in.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people like to do that.
Yep. That's what
It's a
Aquascape
thing.
is known for. That's what that's their whole gig, and all their little satellite or contractors and whatnot.
His has a bear take baths in his pool or swims.
Yep. They
Have you
they
been
do
in-
that stuff for zoos. I don't know. Did you get when you said you couldn't get modern design? You got somebody else because the scheduling didn't work out or whatever the deal was there. Were they still Aquascape affiliated,
Yeah.
or did you
Oh,
just yeah.
Totally.
So yeah, they know what they're doing when it comes to that stuff.
yes.
He has
Have
a
you been up
real
there
cool.
to Chicago?
Oh, many times, yes.
Isn't that nice?
That is beautiful up there. Yeah.
I was doing a live stream or a premiere of one of my koi swim videos, which I wasn't swimming with the kois, but it looks like I am because it's underwater footage of the koi. And Greg Whitstock came in the chat and said, I like to swim with my koi sometimes too. And other people in the chat were like, oh, yeah, okay, so everybody's swimming with their koi. I knew, no, guys, he's talking about a 1 million gallon pond
Yeah.
with a diving rock.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah,
than mine.
the one that he built at his house back when he lived in Chicago was, I mean, you want to talk about the chef kiss. Holy cow,
Yeah.
that thing was amazing. And then the one that's in front of their business, that thing is enormous, but it's not as nice as the one he had in his house. I mean, the one in his house was just
it was all the
plus.
stops were full. But the one there at Aqualand is 1 million gallons. It's amazing.
Yeah,
with the grotto and
that's with the grotto. Yep.
He installed a rock that's hollow. I forget how long it is, but you swim through it like a tunnel, and then there's an exit hole, and you come up through there. And the koi, he takes a lot of rescue koi, and a lot of times
I believe that doesn't
become too large for their pond.
It connects the two ponds, right?
Yeah, and these koi then are like enormous, 4 feet long, not 3, 4.
Yeah. Kennan's Aquascape Rec Pond is beautiful. Yeah. And picture that by, I don't know, 10 times bigger at least. So yeah, very cool.
I took
do
my
we
wife
want to
up
keep
there,
going, or do we
want
to pull the plug on this?
Up to you.
We've got a couple more hours.
I mean, I literally have nothing to do tomorrow, so we can keep going if you guys want to keep going. But if we start dropping in attendance, I don't want to bore people. You said something that I'm not 100% sure I'm on board with, but maybe you guys would know better. You said they need current, a lot of current, and I had one in a 14-gallon cube that didn't have any current at all, and it did fine.
I mean, they live in high current streams, and you get the best behavior out of them when you have a current. They can live without a current in an aquarium.
Oh, okay. So
you're not going to see the best behaviors that they have.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
I thought it was something that they had to have to live
in with them.
Yeah, I've seen some of the the Asian gobies that they have that live in high current streams as well.
Now I can get
let's do this.
darters. Could you put darters like North American darters with them?
Not in Tennessee.
Well, right, but I can get them from Georgia.
But the darters need more gravel. They're a gravel as opposed to big rocks. So, I mean, you could, but I like to keep my fish like Whip is doing. I like to keep it continent or at least country specific.
Yeah. I can't do country because there are so many countries, but I can do continent. Yeah.
I'll look up what the gobies look like, the Asian gobies.
Oh, there's
I didn't see that.
Are they available to buy?
There's tons of them coming into the hobby.
Now, I don't want them eating the Hillstream loach's eggs, though.
You have to promise you're going to be here all 8 hours, Jorge.
Yes, planet. Ed is planetary specific.
How is their behavior different without the high flow?
They're like
it moved around all the time, but I don't know what they were doing.
Well, but they're like little hovercrafts underwater as they're swimming against the rocks. The
one I had was just kind of cruising around. He'd hang on the glass.
Yeah, hang on the glass a lot.
Plant.
Yeah, they won't hang on the glass in a fast current stream. Fast current aquarium.
And that's where most of the food was too. I mean, I'll be honest. I fed Extreme, the one that has both, the one that has the krill and the veggie mix. I believe that's the community crave. And I don't know if he was eating any of that or not, but he was doing fine. Everything was fine in there until it wasn't. And then everything died. I'm like, wow, that was like everything died except for the rosy barbs.
Forey Cat Love, can you get the rainbow darters from Oklahoma? Do they allow you to have them? See, we have a lot of darters in our state, but we don't want people taking them out because we're like one of the last bastions of darters in the country. So
Over
if
here,
I
Captain.
get them, I have to get somebody with me when I catch them with the fishing license and everything
Good
to
night,
prove that
Asia.
I got them from a different state. See, I would go and collect them with the Atlanta Fish Club. And then I would have people and documentation that I got them out of state. But it'd be awesome to get rainbow darters. They're beautiful. Nice to see
I
you.
don't think I'm not seeing everybody's comments on my thing here because now Running Water just said laugh out loud Beto, and Beto has not commented on my stream in a long time.
Maybe
I
he's
don't
at
know.
he's watching the start of the stream and he's just typing in.
Yeah, that could be.
That happens
And
to me all the time.
there were some people that were saying hi to Scuba Steve, and I never saw him either. So
Oh, I didn't see Scuba Steve either.
I don't think I have a choice on that. They're asking me if I'm in top chat. I'm on StreamYard, so it shouldn't show everybody. But
Shoot,
I don't-
I'm in top chat.
You says Whip, high current, they become very active, almost childlike behavior, but I believe encourage breeding behavior. Don't have problems. And if Zenny is still here, she knows because she breeds them like crazy.
I heard she's
But
a
I would
master
just-
breeder
Yeah,
of roaches.
I wasn't going to be breeding anything because I only had one. And you legally can't sell native fish in a retail setting in Oklahoma? I think it depends on where you're at.
Native
and
to
what you
Oklahoma. Native to Oklahoma.
In Oklahoma.
Yeah, you can't sell native Oklahoma fish in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma has some bizarre laws. Like their beer can only be half strength. When we would have our training every year at the UAW in the I almost said fish clubs, but the UAW loves Budweiser from St. Louis, and so they would just buy a ton of it and bring it down to pass out. But yep.
Cool.
The internet says you can buy them from licensed dealers in neighboring states, Ed.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what. What's the one site that's really popular that I know?
I know what you're thinking of, Whip, and I can't think of the name of it either.
Yeah, Jonas.
Yeah,
Something
Jonas.
like that.
Yeah,
Good
Jonas
job.
sells. Yeah.
Is he still
just-
around doing it?
Yeah, I just looked the other day. I actually talked to him because I was like, "Man, I need this kind of fish," and he's like, "How many do you need?"
They're rather expensive from Jonas, for sure.
For sure.
ABC,
But then you
used to
can't really
give,
get them anywhere
ABC
else unless
Kenny
you go
would
source them yourself.
ABC Kenny would sell them sometimes and give them out too.
Yeah, man, I was so
He was-
bummed. I got 6 rainbow shiners from Kenny, and they all showed up dead because it was they were in the mail for like an extra 4 days.
Wow.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Dang it!
Yeah, that's
He's
what
on
I
his
said.
way to Florida today.
I saw that. Zenny, we're talking about the breeding. I just have lots of rocks and don't clean out the mulm. So
Let's see if you can. Let's see if you can pronounce those words.
The
Offlux,
offlux
yeah.
and periphytons
Periphyton,
Are
very
all-
good.
are all over the place. So I don't breed them per se. I just don't stop them and have like 200. Well,
Maybe I can, when I'm ready, I can buy some from her.
yeah, there you go. Whew, I should have outlined that so everybody can see those wonky words.
What are
Offlux.
those words in reference to? Are those genus?
Hillstream loaches.
Are
Yeah,
they
aquax
species?
and periphyton grows on other things, and aquax is like the stuff that accumulates and will grow as well.
I thought they were two different kinds of Hillstream loach.
Yeah, we were going to the wet spot, see if they had them.
I was
Oh, I need reticulated loaches. I almost said
Jody
roach.
P, can you get me some Aquax? What?
You're right. Like, I guess.
I think she has reticulated loaches is what she breeds.
I saw some of those, what do they call them with the red fins?
Red fins?
Yeah, Diablo.
Rainbow shark?
No, the Hillstream loaches.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, fancy pants type.
Fancy.
The tank is well seasoned, been up and running for 6 years. So,
Skull's here.
Hey, Skull. Good to see you in here, buddy.
Skull,
running
welcome.
for 6 years.
Oklahoma
So the
beer
rocks hold all the milkshake that brings the Hillstreams to the yard.
I haven't talked to Skull in a
Hey,
while.
don't be infusing any hip hop into this chat. It's too late for that nonsense.
Right? I'm like, what?
Dab.
What? Then you going all hippy hoppy. Hippity hoppity. Hip hoppity.
Hey, Skull, I was out there looking at the koi today. They're waking up, and I saw some babies. They got some 3-inch koi out there.
Already?
Well, they were from last year, but they
I
made
was
it
gonna
through
say
the
that
winter.
can't be right.
Yeah.
I talked to
Bloody
Jody
Mary
about
Hillstream.
it. She has a bunch of different loaches. When we were up at the
I don't know that
barbecue,
they're for sale though. Those are her personal stock,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah. So that's why I didn't want to push her to try to sell. When people are just starting out selling stuff, I'm always afraid of them selling their favorite fish to make a sale. I know that sounds goofy, but I'm always afraid of doing that to friends. So I'll just wait to see what goes up on sale. But I do know that I would love to have some fish actually from Zen because we all
Wouldn't that
love
be
Zen.
cool?
I love Zen.
We might have to I don't know what I would do with them. Because I don't have any high flow tanks.
Yeah, I'm gonna make one.
I'm not.
It probably won't be till July or something though, because I've got so many different projects going on until then.
It'll be fun when you do, Ed. We're following already.
Well, and now that I've got this new camera, I can start recording stuff again. So I'm going to start making videos again.
Come on with the recordings.
I was just thinking about that yesterday.
Ed, this is more up your alley than anybody else's.
Yeah,
but
yes, Red Devil loaches. You knew.
I bought a Rebel Canon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was stolen in Dallas.
Remember? Oh no, that was not. I thought when your boy at the car dealership came calling and stole all your stuff out of your house. I thought that's when you got your stuff stolen.
Oh, you know what you mean? That was during the Ferguson riots.
Yes.
No, I had a Rebel Canon. It was given to me at my graduation in high school. So in 92, it was before digital, but I had all the lenses and everything. And I went to Cancun and I went to Chichen Itza and took lots of photos of birds and lizards and stuff like that. And Chichen Itza itself, and they stole my camera and all my film from my room. Because I had a layover in Dallas, and I noticed that it was at the same time as Comic-Con. So I said, I'm going to try to get a plane the following day and go to Comic-Con. And I left the hotel room to go to Comic-Con. When I came back, the maids had cleaned me out. And then they told me to go back to my room. They gave me a plate of cheese and grapes to wait for the cops. And I said, no, I'm going to wait right here. And I got 9 other names of people that were robbed. And we did a class action lawsuit, and they gave me my clothing back, but they had to pay for my camera. but I never got up my film.
Oh, so all the pictures are gone, of course.
So,
When did
this is the Hillstream Loach I want.
Yes.
I can't
Ooh,
see
is
what
it
that is?
blue?
Let me hold it still.
Oh my God, that's pretty.
Yep.
What's
What
that
is
thing
it?
called?
Yeah.
I'll tell you its name right now. It's called the Spotted Yellowfin Hillstream Loach.
Nice.
Oh, that's great.
Skibbity Doodah says, how cool would it be to have fish fam swap somehow? No money, just fish for fish trades among the community. What about Secret Santa and all the pick? Well, we kind of do a Secret Santa, but it's got nothing to do with fish. Most of it.
You know, if people, we're all going to be, except for me, going to be meeting up in Kentucky, you got to find a friend and swap fish at that weekend swap in Kentucky. That'd be awesome. But I'd be happy just to do a weekend barbecue or something, and we all go out to eat and have just a good time talking. I think that'd be fun.
Car issues. If we're it's freaking internet, I swear to God, I'm going to put a bullet in this thing.
Did
say that
Ed's
word.
brother set it up for you?
Yeah, if he might have.
Don't say that. I've been running wells for the last couple of weeks. I just looked at it and I only
But you have
have.
been in Here in Sweden, we have a government monopoly there for stronger beverages. We can buy 2.8%. 2.8? That ain't that good. Oh, no, that's really good.
No, 2.8 is bad. Most beer in America is 5.2%.
Oh, yeah, that. Right, what do I think? Yeah. Because my dragon's milk is 10 point or 11.1.
Has Mickham always been from Sweden?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I wonder if they got some neat garters in
Come
their
to
mountain.
America, my friend. We'll give you some real
Good
beer.
They don't
question.
have garters in Sweden.
Too cold?
Yeah.
Too bad.
Oh, that's right. If you guys ever make it, I know Zenny probably won't make it because that's a long ass way. And
I would love to do
I don't think
that.
she's looking to go there. But I only include her because she's got the Hillstream Loaches. So, I mean, that's not the only reason. But I don't want to keep putting pressure on her to come to these different events. I'm just saying, if she were to be involved with the trading, we'd have to go south, I think.
I thought that was a
How
great
glitchy
big
am I
cup.
right now? Am I really glitchy, or is it the rest of you?
No, you're really
It's you.
glitchy.
But Skull is so right. I used to live in St. Louis, so it was an easy hop up north to me back then. But now I know people that go, and I would love to go now.
Yeah, just like, people were supposed to go to the OCA in November, but never showed up.
Yeah. I had a death in the family, and everybody bailed after. I'm like, I can't go.
Didn't see me get my award or nothing.
Nothing. I'll tell you what, that was probably the most disappointing of the year. I mean, I could not believe. I had my room booked, I had the tickets bought, and then my sister's father-in-law passed away, and I'm like,
Well, it's not even your relative. Come on. Not even your
My
relative.
relationship got
not
broke
even
up
mine, but
then.
it was my sister, and I had to support her.
I got dumped, so
I mean, I
was
don't
sad.
regret it, but I was pissed that it happened on that weekend. Of course, it had to work.
Ed, you could have cried on my shoulder. Could have talked to Sabu.
Skull says he's bringing fish to Kentucky for a few already. Well, you'll have to tell me what you got. You got anything that'll live with my stuff? Probably not. Not me. I'm like a boat ride away. Yeah, you are. You're a long ways away. I think he went to Denmark for summer camp as a child.
He's talking about Mickham, making a joke.
Mickham.
Jeremy's trying to make a joke.
That's hilarious. hilarious. And then Emma wanted to
had
know,
no
is
idea.
anybody
That's all.
going to Aquashell in Dallas? I am not.
I'm not.
I used to work with them and I don't anymore, but it's not, they've asked me to come back, but I just
Baby,
don't have
come
the
back.
energy right now. But I mean, they're really great. I'd love to go back and see what it's like again. But things have just
Well,
changed
you
so
never know.
much.
It could change. Emma, you'll have to say hi. I don't know how diverse your YouTube. There's Scuba Stevo. Now I see him. I don't know how diverse your YouTube perusal is, but Science Scale Carrie, if you see her, tell her that we said hi.
Is she
love
streaming
Carrie.
anymore? I haven't seen her stream in a while.
She doesn't stream so much, but she puts a video out every now and again.
Okay.
She was my boss.
And they do a podcast every week.
Yeah.
That
So
gets put onto.
you going back to your list there, Whippy?
I just wanted to get through all these people here.
Oh,
Aquashella is close to Kentucky. Yeah, can't do both. Oh, you mean in time wise? Okay. I was
Yeah.
like, no, it really isn't.
well, you guys have a great hockey team.
The next
Sorry, I won't go with that farther.
The next kitty question was, we can start with Rack again, since he's the freshie.
I'm the visitor, so I get to go
Yeah.
first. While you guys think about
What
your
fish
answers.
have you always wanted but just can't find?
I would say it's the rope fish.
You
Oh,
can't
yeah?
find rope fish?
No, well, I
Rob
mean, I only
sells
have
them.
PetSmart. There's 0 LFS here.
Scuba Steve.
Not on
You know
their
what?
list.
Rob keeps them at Aquatic Aesthetics.
I need to go to Chattanooga. But, you know,
Yeah,
my first
if-
job in life, I was too young to work really, 14, 13. But it was at a fish store. And it was a tiny little local fish store. And we had a very small inventory of, accessories, stuff that you want to sell people. I don't know, 30, 40 aquariums. But people would come in and look at our rope fish like it was a zoo exhibit. They've never seen anything like their snakes. They're water snakes. Is that what you call an eel? People would come in every day to look at a rope fish in a 10-gallon aquarium. They were amazed. And we had a 20-gallon aquarium with a 9-inch Oscar in it. Also, people amazed. Jack Dempsey's were the big talk of the cichlid community in the 70s. It was so much fun, so pure, beautiful, beautiful. But I haven't. I wanted the rope fish. My mom said, "No, that's a snake. You can't have one," and never got the rope fish. So there you have it.
There you have it.
I never got them when I was a kid because I was afraid that I wouldn't keep them alive because I didn't know how to feed them and take care of them.
You know they will escape an aquarium too, right?
Yeah, and we never put lids on them. So
And they never escape to the front of the rack. They always escape to the back of the rack. Good
crazy.
luck.
Well, I've been to remember Haley, Oddball Aquatics?
Oh yeah, we talked.
I've been to her
rope fish.
house a couple times, and she had so many rope fish, and she would use tin foil just to pack all around the backs of her tanks because they would go for the back.
Did she ever breed them?
I don't know if she ever did or not.
I don't think anybody has ever bred them.
Well, let me ask
been
Doc.
thinking about
Doc, is
calling
the
her and
rope fish a
asking.
fish?
Yes, it's a fish.
Okay.
It's a very ancient fish. But yes, it is a fish.
Okay.
Also
And
called the
Doc can shoot
reed
me
fish.
down on this too, but
Reed fish.
I believe there's no true freshwater eels, right? That are strictly freshwater.
But yeah, they're all anadromous, yes.
Yeah, there's because like your fire eel and your
They're not
tire
real
track
eels.
eel, they're not eels. They're elongated fish. Yeah,
And electric eels are knife fish. They're not eels.
Yep. correct. Yep,
I did not know that.
Yeah, they're a knife
I
fish.
just assumed they bred in the ocean or something.
Nope.
Nope, they're not really they're not real eels. I forget what the difference is, but is it that they have
Are they
pectoral fins?
No, it's the fact that eels have a
There's-
dorsal
there-
and goes all the way into the anal fin. So basically, it's like one big fin.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Wraps
okay.
around the tail.
Yeah.
Jorge, you
Okay.
still here?
What's
Jorge, I'm
what's
doing
a
a
lungfish related to?
8 hour
making
for
sure
you.
you're still here captive. You know, it hasn't been 8 hours yet, sir. I
He's
need
probably
the
working
comment.
tonight, so he's bored there at the dam.
What's a lungfish related to?
Lungfish.
Are they in their own?
They're in their own. They're again one of the most ancient fish.
Coelacanths.
Yeah, lungfish are related,
Yeah.
more closely related to coelacanths than anything else. Yes.
They always had them for
Arachnos.
sale at our local fish store in my town. He's a zookeeper and he always had a couple. And I always enjoyed looking at them, but I never wanted to do it. But they're fun to look at.
Dr. Anthony, are snakeheads just as ancient as ropefish?
No, rope snakes.
Rope
But
snakes?
what he meant, rope fish. No, snakeheads are a relatively new group of fish.
They don't even have lungs, do they?
Who? Snakeheads?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
They're just gilled, aren't they? Oh, they do have an. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I like bichers for my ancient fish. That's my favorite ancient guy.
Well, aren't they? Those have to be related, right? I mean, they have to have
No.
some kind of. No?
What I mean, they don't have to be related. What do you mean? What?
Ropefish and biker. Don't they have to
No,
have some kind of genetic?
They're not related. No,
They're just
Really?
really old.
they're in
They were
two
like the
different
first
They
groups.
things
look
to crawl
identical, other than one's longer than the other.
No, they look at the finlets that the bichers have on their dorsal.
Well, they're
What
not
do
all
you
the
call
same,
them,
though,
Doc?
are they?
Are you saying biker?
No, I say bicher.
Biker. What do you call them if they're on the back of a motorcycle?
They're called mokotosa.
I call him bicher too.
Well, the guy's name
But
was
Bashir.
Bashir. He was French. I was always taught before I knew it was a guy's name. I would call him biker because CH in science is a K sound.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Latin.
That's why I've always done biker too. And then I heard
just
bicher, and then I've heard Bashir
Bashir,
or
yeah.
something like that. Bashir.
So here's
I'm like,
my
I'm not
fish
saying
I
it
want
like
that I've never had.
Woo. Blue
What
banded
is that?
goby.
Catalina goby. They also call it the blue banded goby. It's a cold water goby from California, in a marine goby.
Yeah.
My favorite
Marine goby.
Yeah.
Ah.
saltwater goby. Yep.
If we get to Jeremy's questions, that's going to be one of his takes on this question comment thing. Correct me if I'm wrong, but as I remember, that is a difference between Europe and the U.S. Back in the 1990s. You rarely had lids on. God dang, this thing jumps around a lot. You rarely had lids on tanks like we did, balanced the temp up here, up in the. Well, it depends on who you're talking to too, and if you're a scaper or not. A lot of the scapers don't like lids because
No, but this was back in the 1900s when the aquarium.
not 1900s, but
Yeah.
90s, yeah.
Oh,
I guess
1990. Oh, I need to wear my
Yeah.
glasses better. I read 1900s.
That'd be the 18s.
And that's about. Is that about when the scaping really started taking off, or did it come after that? Probably after that, right?
Yeah, I don't
When
know.
the lights started getting better and you could grow plants more. I mean, plants were kind of a thing, but they didn't really take off until just recently, right?
LEDs really helped. But I mean, people have been aquascaping in Japan forever. So it just.
I don't like not having lids
LEDs
just because
really
Skull just said what I was going to say. Too many of my fish jump. So I'm like, I'm not going to leave a little. I had a 40 gallon right here back a long time ago, and I was growing out a ornate shore, but whatever they're called. And I left the lid open after I fed them one night. And I came down in the morning and the damn thing was on the ground, all dried up and dead. And I'm like, son of a.
Yeah.
Nobody
keep
told me
lids on my Fishers
Biter are
and my
jumpers.
rainbows.
So the only thing
and
that
on my
doesn't have a
mollies.
lid on it is my guppies. And I don't know
My
what
wild mollies jump.
my 50 lowboy that I have here clearly isn't going to have a lid on it. I don't even know if there's such a thing. You know. So whatever I put in there, better just stay the hell in there. Doc
like
A,
to
is it
escape.
true that Proiects, you son of a bitch, Proiects Skillium are homebodies and return to the same buoys and estuaries year after year?
Bays?
The little, well, I know the leopard shark does. I haven't heard that about the hound shark. He's trying to,
You could have just said that, Jeremy, son of a bitch.
but it could be true. I just don't know.
Oh, Jeremy.
Leopard shark and what was the other one?
The hound shark is what he's talking
Hound
about.
shark is a lot easier to say, sir.
That is true.
I notice that since I started using floating plants, I don't have fish jump as often as I once did. My problem is I can't get freaking anything to grow. I had duckweed growing pretty good
Oh, yeah.
in a tub, but even that's starting to wither away and die. Use as whip, depending where you're asking about aquascaping history. I think in America, 1990s, in Asia in the 1800s. Yeah, well, I've never been there. I will never be there.
Man, he doesn't care about Asia. He's
Asia, that's way over there.
America centric.
I don't plan on ever leaving the borders of the 48.
Why?
I just have no interest in exploring.
Not
Stephen
no
P. Hello, sir. 3 inches of duckweed would be great. Yeah,
no interest in coming to Peru, collect fish?
Nah, I mean, I might come down there to see you, but that would be about the only reason I go. And that scared the hell out of me the one time I was involved with the giveaway. I'm like, oh my God, if I win, I don't know if I'll survive a trip because I'm allergic to everything. We got our tanks from the local glass master. Always had lids. Put the lights on top. Helped keep the temp as well. Yep. Ross Dingle, hello, sir.
Are you going to ask me what fish I really want?
Yeah.
Well, you're the next one in line, sir.
Well, oh my gosh. And he yawned and then he sneezed just as I was putting my face up close to him. I like the Savron minnow.
Oh,
it's an
yeah.
Appalachian minnow.
Yep.
The problem is these live all around where Rack lives, but I can't get them in Tennessee. So I have to get them from somebody that knows me in Virginia that can show me where they live.
Or
because
you just go get them where Rack lives and say you got it out of Virginia.
I'm not going to do that.
No, we don't do that.
Well, you could do that.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not saying you should do that.
So then
Ed
gets nailed, and then they come after the whole Tennessee fish mafia. Everybody that has a T-shirt.
Yeah, but you know, we can handle ourselves. Hold it up there again,
They
Ed.
don't mess around in Tennessee with our no-kill law or with our kill laws, but these things are just so beautiful.
You lost it.
You know, here, I'll pop a different picture. They're just the beautiful minnow that I absolutely love. I love how they're yellow or kind of gold and red. No, I'm not mute.
No,
can you hear me?
Does. Somebody's got something going on.
What?
Nico, knock it off.
What can you hear?
Lumi can hook you up. Aquarium Domain says Lumi can hook you up.
Oh, yeah. Skull was telling me she lives in that region somewhere.
But remember, Ed, they're only going to be that color during breeding season.
Yeah. Well, but that's like twice a year. And I think it'd be worth it. It would just be so pretty, and well, I think it was Nancy B that said she tries to keep her temperatures right where they breed, and she gets their colors even longer than normal. Was that what she was saying, Whip? I'm trying to remember. Is Nancy here?
I'll
make
she
Nancy
said they're
teach me.
that color. They're that color more often than you would think, is what she said, because they must be hot and heavy quite a bit. I don't know if it's seasonal or not, but it seems like they're like.
She was talking on rainbows. She was So Severin may not be. Maybe Severin's only mate once a year.
You're
and
right.
I'd only get that prettiness for 2 weeks. But I think it'd be worth it. As long as it's not the 2 weeks I'm at the Clash or at a fish event. My dad gets to see it as he feeds them. He won't even pay attention.
These fish look different,
man.
For me, is that the only one you have? Is that your only dream fish there, Ed, or you got any other ones?
Well, that's a major one for me. I mean, I've got a saltwater one, but you kind of made it sound like Jeremy asked a question about saltwater, so I'll leave that for the saltwater.
That was more,
I'll do another one real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I got to pull it up.
I'm also desperately searching for a male Liberty Molly. I got some at the Atlanta Fish Swap, or after a meeting. They were doing an auction, and I got them in their auction after their meeting, and all 7 of them are female. And I've had them now for almost 3.5 years. So their life expectancy, they may not even be willing to have babies now. I just have not been able to find a male to save my life. Oh, look at that pretty discus.
No. Not the one.
Not the one.
No.
Ed, just eat them krill. Feed them krill, Ed.
These are full moon discus. They're a wild heckle from Brazil that pretty much almost looks like a blue diamond discus.
But lighter.
Very nice.
They're nice, and they're really expensive.
Like,
is
what's
a blue diamond a natural fish, or is it a bred fish?
$100,
no, that's a natural
$200,
fish.
$500.
From the exporters, they're $200 each exporter price. And so you gotta figure in shipment from Brazil, and you need to buy 10 boxes of fish, and
So $9.2 million.
Yeah. So Richard from Go With The Flow Aquatics can hook you up on male Liberty Mollies.
Richard's awesome.
Yeah, he's a good dude too. We had him up here on the panel
and
maybe a month ago or 2, month and a half.
I feed my molly spirulina every day.
Spirulina, but you gotta feed him krill. Yeah.
Oh, well, I do spirulina packed shrimp, brine shrimp. So it's kind of like krill, isn't it?
Well, krill will turn them red.
All the Aztexans, they have the natural.
I was going to say that, Jeremy.
I just thought of another fish that I've been hunting for literally 5 years.
Literally?
And it's the Amazon molly. I've been wanting to collect that down in Florida. They had them at the ALA a few years ago, but they were being sold for like $200, and they're I don't want to be rude, but they're a really ugly little fish. I mean, they're not fancy at all. I wanted to get them just so I could like tell the local high school or elementary school that does science fairs, that I would give a couple to one of the kids, and they could like have it mate with different male mollies and show that the females are always just cloning themselves. And I thought that'd be an awesome. I wish somebody would have done that for me when I was in, I guess 6th grade is when they do the science project or science fair.
What's a nori?
Nori is seaweed
Ah,
Oh,
that you use for sushi.
oh,
And how does Skull have such easy access to it?
I don't know.
because he lives in
he's
Kansas.
You can get it
He's
dry
in the
as
middle
well.
of the state.
He lives in Kansas.
Because he knows what to
Skull
do.
knows.
Still does.
And Warrior Planted Tanks, Steve has them. So you might want to shoot him a little.
Skull had a comment about. I thought
Skull
he was
knows
talking
everything.
about those darters in Virginia. Lumi has them in her backyard, his backyard.
Yep. Yeah, that's
so
Lumi.
cool.
Lumi has them running around.
Well, Skull was trying to get me to go over to her house and visit her and make a video, and it'd be an awesome video.
Yeah.
After the barbecue from I went to up in Wisconsin, but it was just too out of my way, and I had my mom and dad with me, but I would love to go visit her. She's really a cool chick too.
Do you guys know
I don't-
Lance Sleeper Barbecue?
Yes, sir. He was
Yeah,
here just a minute ago.
Yeah, he was
Yeah, I
here.
saw him in here.
I've made
I
a
think he has
house
some
for him.
skills that could draw a crowd. I think we could all go to his house for a cookout and have a great
Yeah,
spot.
that sounds like a plan.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
So Jeremy's been looking for South Iroquois. Is that what this is? Equato? Red hook silver dollars for years, but can't find anyone.
South
that has
Iquitos,
access to-
red hook, silver dollars a
Iquitos.
year. So you come to Peru, we collect them all the time.
There you go.
So
Let's make a trip,
barbecue in
Jeremy.
Peru.
I used to try to win those tickets to Peru, and I was going to take a Skipper if I ever won. That would have been fun.
Lumi's family has a bunch of land with a stream running through it. Ah, so she's literally got access right in the backyard.
Oh,
That
what
is
was your
true.
fish, Whip?
Yeah, Whippy.
I have always wanted a Starry Night. It's not that I can't get it, which wasn't the question. The one I can't get is obviously an Asian arowana
Oh yeah.
or a
of course,
snake.
yeah.
I'll never be able to get that. But the ones that I can get, I want a Starry Night. And I'm not exactly sure what I would do with it, but I would find somewhere to put it. And another fish that I really think is beautiful, if it's not all beat up, and I forget the scientific name, so you one of you guys will probably know what it is. But the silver cichlid, it's a Central American. It's mostly silver, but it's got a black highlight on the tail and on the dorsal.
Don't know that.
It's a vieja of some
Oh,
sort.
okay.
I can't remember the name. Argentina vieja.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Mascajeros.
Yeah. They. Yeah,
Yeah, I had a
the
group
barn.
of
What's his name? Mike from Fish Tank Barn. I was telling him I'm not a big fan of fish shows. It should be something that you can do online or through video rather than putting the fish through the trauma of, shipping them back and forth and all that crap.
Mhm.
But I have to admit I did see one once at a show that I was like, oh my God, that is. I mean, the fins were just perfect, and man, I need me one of them.
I had a group of 6 of them that I gave away that are now about 7 inches long. They're huge, beautiful, beautiful white and black. They're gorgeous.
Nice. And you gave them away?
Yeah,
Oh,
because
they are pretty.
I just, they weren't doing anything for me. I was moving, so I
Oh, they
gave
were
it
your
to.
personal stuff here in the States.
Yeah, it was my personal when I was in California. I gave it to a professor friend who works with cichlids all the time, so he still has them in his lab.
Now, at the
Nice.
college you used to work at, did they have more than one fish professor?
No, I was the only fish professor.
Because that'd be really cool to be at a place where you had compadres.
Yeah, I know. It would be.
Whip, you can
But it
have one.
probably
Just don't
doesn't happen
broadcast yet. You have one. Yeah. It's only illegal if you get caught, is another way of saying that. A rainbow shiner is another fish that I would kind of like to have at some
Mhm.
point in my life.
Candy darter.
If
We're gonna
if-
see what
I'm
Cat
not
House
a big
wants.
little fish fan, but those things are pretty amazing looking. Just based on what I saw, ABC Kenny, and who was the cold water aquatics guy? Was that Brandon?
No, I remember. Yeah, I've watched this stream before.
This
What
is
are we
Cat
looking at,
House,
Ed?
what he wants. This is the candy darter. It looks a
Oh,
lot like
yeah.
a rainbow darter, actually, but it's got a lot more green in it.
Hmm.
But wow,
That thing almost
it
looks,
really is a sharp.
Yeah, Brandon, yeah. Thank you, Zenny.
Skull says he
Nice
has them.
choice.
Whip.
Yeah, but he's trying to breed them. So, here's another one. Hold it. There you go. And some of them are red like that, and some of them are blue. And I don't know what
Yep.
the difference is, if it's just a collection point or what. But
I think it's the collection point because if you get them just over Atlanta, they're more blue than red.
those are amazing looking fish. But I imagine that that's very similar to what the saffron are, is just during breeding. Like that looks
Yeah,
like
yeah. They look like it's a normal minnow out of the breeding season.
Pretty neat. We had minnows.
Well, if
in
you ever
our
get them
fish pond.
popping, though, let me know. I thought I had some coming, and then they just didn't make it because stupid mail delivery system was broken. Shiners and minnows, you got so many nice ones in the U.S. Yes, we do. There's a bunch of that I never even knew were nice like they are. Minnows are minnows to me. They're like you stick a hook through them and you cast them out. Yeah. I had no idea that they actually had colors and stuff. Beto says my dream fish would be a Portuguese man o' war. Yeah.
All right.
I
Well,
don't
look
know
it up.
about that. That sounds dangerous.
Painful.
The closer to Knoxville they get, the more orange color.
Jellyfish is what he wants.
Yeah, it was a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke. It's
Oh.
got to be a joke because it'll kill you.
Yeah, those are old.
I think
Like a
that's like the
Medusa?
second most deadly jelly.
Is a Medusa in the first?
It's a
No.
Medusa.
I thought the box jelly was the one that was.
Yeah, the box jelly's horse. Yeah.
Yeah. White
But a Medusa's
Cloud
small.
Dynasty breeds them for the blue color.
So Skull says he can get red shiners, no problems.
Free.
Free. They're bigger and
What's a
mostly
red
red.
shiner? Is a red shiner similar to a rainbow shiner? What? I don't know my
We gotta
shiners.
have you.
I like
Skull,
red horse minnows, Cyprinus lutrensis. We used to collect them as kids, and the males get nice color.
Skull, if
Nice.
you'd like to do a fish versus fish with whatever your favorite one is, let me know because I would love to have you up again and do that. I think that'd be fun because he
Yeah, that
really
would be
knows
cool.
a lot of these native guys.
Yep. Well, he's very good at breeding too. I mean, he's got a pretty good setup, and he has a lot of a lot of knowledge in it, whereas I just like to keep fish. I don't actually breed them, so I don't know how any of that works. The fact people ask me, how did you breed your Synodontis? And I said, well, I put them in quarantine, and the next thing I knew, I had 180 more of them. I didn't
So
do
much
anything.
more than I get. I get so few compared to you, and I'm trying to do it.
Oh, that's nice. What you got there, Doc?
Ooh.
That's what we called red horse minnows growing up. Cyprinella lutrensis, which is one of the used to be Notropus, one of the shiners.
Okay.
And
Any
that was
fish?
where you grew up or down
Well, no, where I grew up in Southern California, they've been transported. They're from the Mississippi River area, the Delta, down to the south. Oh, a desert pupfish?
Yeah, that would be the fish I would love to have if you could have. I mean, look at how
Cyprinodon
gorgeous that
macularis.
thing is.
Yep.
There's one of the universities is breeding them too. Did you hear that?
Yeah,
Dr. Anthony,
we have
pretty neat.
our irrigation district back home has a breeding program for them as well.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I
Okay,
know
you're
that
wrong.
there's I know there's a pupfish just outside the hole that's in the stream somewhere, but it's either solid white or solid yellow. But it looks like the same
know.
body.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it might be yellow. And then Mitchell Broomer, he had solid white pupfish that he was trying to breed last time I went to his house. And I was like, what is this Gadaid? Because they look a lot like Gadaids, but it wasn't. It was a pupfish. It's the first time I ever saw a pupfish in person.
Yep. We used to catch desert pupfish growing up. Yeah, so those are Cyprinella lutrensis, the red horse minnows.
Yep.
We call them growing up.
That's a good looking fish too.
Yeah.
It is.
The males get, during breeding season, they get really, really red. They get the tubercles on their head, the little white bumps.
Thanks, Skull.
If that's what you can get, Skull, I need them.
I need them.
I
must have them.
I want to have them in my my outside tubs with rocks and stuff. They're growing up. I always had them in my tanks.
Very cool. I wonder why pupfish never got super popular like in the 70s and the 80s. Because a native type fish
in the 80s, everything was the big fish, right?
There is a pupfish that is gaining more popularity, and that's the Turkish pupfish.
Oh, let's see what that looks like.
Yeah, that's in the hobby right now.
Verana Shia? How do you say that one?
Veranaceae.
Veranaceae.
Never mind. I went to it and they're showing me devil hole fish, and I was like, oh my God.
And Phineas similis. Mickham knows them all.
Yeah, Mickham, you're in the wrong stream for all that fancy talk.
Well, they're more popular in Europe, and they're gaining popularity here in the U.S. If Mexicali was here still, he had some at one time.
Yeah, I think Mexicali left.
Yeah, he has to work, so.
All right, I'm going to try that instead of Turkish.
That's freaking Mexicali. He said he'd be here.
LaCroix.
Mitchell Broom is breeding them. Doc, have you ever kept that fish?
What? No, actually, that's the spiny. Man, see, you get old, you forget these things. Sticklebacks.
There's
Mexicali. Okay.
No, I want to get some. We have some sticklebacks around here.
Wow. That Turkish is pretty.
Yep.
But yeah, well, Skull, that was I think the one that I was shocked that was a pupfish when I was at his house. It was really
Yeah.
neat.
You got
So
to go to
Mitchell-
Skull's house?
Such a nice guy.
Nick, I'm a member
No,
of the
I
British
wish.
Killifish Association, as well as the American Killifish Association.
Mitchell lives close to me, so that I've been to Mitchell's house a few
Okay,
times.
so Mex Kelly says he's working but listening.
Oh,
so
cool.
you had-
I am God. I lost my internet again.
Those
Which is-
sticklebacks
Mitchell's
used to be popular.
Yep.
Mitchell's like one of the few fish rooms I've been to.
You don't
I
travel
would love
around
to
much.
go to Skulls.
Man, when he's sitting in front of all that stuff, it's like I know he's not here anymore, but Jeff Kane has a pretty nice setup too. When they just park in front of it, you could just see all the tanks look great. You know, if you were to come here, you'd be like, "Damn, you're a pig." I have never been in Skull's house, but I look through the windows every time I pass through Kansas.
I would love to go to his house too. Jeremy's would be really fun.
I'm trying to set up a time, but I might be able to go out there, but
To Jeremy or
see.
to Skulls?
Jeremy's, but Skull would be cool too.
Let me
I
know.
wave every
Maybe
time,
I'll.
Jeremy.
If you go, Whip, maybe I can meet you there, because that's a lot closer to me. And then we could.
I don't know.
just get
I don't know
we could
that
split a
Jeremy
room or
wants you
something.
at his house.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't like you that much.
That's,
Maybe his wife
maybe
that
true.
won't like you, Ed.
I
Later,
like cats.
Dennis.
Sweet
is
dreams,
checking out
Dennis.
Whip.
Time to hit the sack. All right, buddy. I appreciate you being here.
Well, we'll pull. Dennis is one of my favorite action figures of all time.
Dapper Dennis.
Isn't that the coolest action figure of all time?
Does that have a cone head on it?
Oh, I lost. No, it
Why
actually.
didn't you?
I don't
Why
even.
didn't you give me that head?
Well, Dennis got it. I don't. Oh, I had to buy this head special. This is actually the head of the guy from.
That's got to be
Breaking
from
Bad.
Breaking Bad. Yeah, I was gonna say that looks
Yeah,
like.
I bought this at
okay.
GI Joe Fest. I wish I would have bought more of these type of heads. But I want to start making them. But yeah, you're right, Dr. Anthony. I could get another Breaking Bad head for you.
Ed's ban to my house expired on 12/30 of 2025, so I guess it's okay. You might want to rethink that.
I think if you just look at Dr. Anthony, like minus the round head. Okay, I'll put him up.
Oh, I mean, what do you
He was-
expect? when
he
you
was-
pick a
he was
plastic
second
head
for
to
me.
represent somebody.
Being downsized.
What could possibly go wrong?
All right, guys. I am getting tired, so
We're
I am
getting
gonna
giddy.
call it. Yeah, my eye's starting to hurt.
I'm gonna go eat a frozen pizza and feed these
Yeah.
rainbow fish that keep staring
Hey,
at me.
Whip, I got something special from the studio today I want to share.
All right.
Oh, look at that! That's awesome.
That looks like Mexicali fish keeper's head with that stogie.
Yeah, I made that, and the glaze ran down and dripped all over. I've had to do an hour of grinding.
It looks
That's
good.
a nice piece. Makes a good drinking jug.
That's awesome.
For that Tennessee moonshine.
But getting
That's
it in
right.
there is the trouble.
That
you
is
spill
a
lot.
beautiful piece.
Yeah, I got one smaller than this. It's on the Etsy page, River Life Pottery on Etsy.
Are you putting that up, or is that your personal?
nice.
Yeah, that's my Etsy page. And
No,
this
the
one's going to go to a show. I've got a vending show
Oh,
coming
okay.
up. But there's one similar to it, only smaller.
Night, Emma. So, all right.
Night, Emma.
Well, we're gonna pull it. Come join me on Saturday in 2 days, and we'll talk about some other nonsense.
You talk about the best nonsense, Whip. Thanks for letting me join tonight. It's good to see you,
You
Doc
betcha.
and Ed.
Yep. So, everybody have a great night or morning, as the case may be, and a better tomorrow.
Or afternoon
right?
for you
Yeah, right.
and Mickham.
See you later, everybody.